Yeah, I actually do. So I will touch base a little bit on like um, the uptake or updates where there's a lot of RV news type release. But before that, I am going to state a statement first. So again, this is my objective opinion, and you just need to listen to what your heart tells you. And if you agree, you agree. If you disagree, chuck it out. So here's how I'm going to begin. So I'm going to go ahead and give my future condolences to many that are operating with the mentality of avarice. If you don't know what avarice is, go look it up and then you'll figure it out. Now, the reason why I am saying this, and it's really, really, really important for the collective to understand. So I got a ton of information from someone that I know about RV protocol. Okay. And the language, because I listen to the language, how it is written carefully, how it is given. And I got a lot of red flags from it. Tons of red flags just from the jargon and how, like, a perfect example of a red flag where they're saying you need to go through your spam mail to look for redemption keywords, right? Spam mail, in your spam mail. And then you will find a number, again, red flag, spam mail, to look for a notification procedure where you would call, you would make an appointment, you would go in. Now, within this language, it's always, there's space, limited space, right? And, time is of the essence, and you need to have this and this and this and beware of, don't talk to anybody else, right? Or don't do this. So that jargon, that garbage should speak to you as third density takeaways, ideas, right? We know what happens with that formula. And with that formula, you feel a surge, you feel a rush, and then the need to not pay attention. And then you're going to get caught with your pants down, figuratively speaking. So let's talk about what will happen. Let's say you want to play with these bankers. Your data, your information is recorded, and it all does transfer over to the new quantum system. But let's say you only do a fraction of your banknotes, but you don't even get the true value. And you're going by what these people say. And again, they're bankers. They aren't wealth management centers, right? Another keyword. So when you go in, you're going to get lowballed, right? If you can imagine you're testing the playground, but now you put yourself in their system. The QFS is going to know, the new quantum system is going to know that you already went in. Therefore, it's going to kick you out of the other process, the other due process that you're waiting on because you were impatient, you were in a hurry. And then you're calling, then you finally call that number. And you're like, well, why is it that, I can't go to the actual redemption center? I just wanted to test out the bank. And then they'll say, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, sir. You're considered paid in full. You picked your game board. You picked how you wanted to play. You didn't trust. Again, trust. And it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with trust the plan. In fact, I don't even like that ideology. I don't like it. It's the trust in your inner being to know what's right, to do your self due diligence and honoring your journey with gratitude and patience, respect, and then the energy within your heart space of what abundance means to you. So congrats. Again, to the precursor, my condolences to those who operate with avarice. I'll say that again. So you have to wait. You don't. But you don't get to take back whatever idea that you plan on honoring in your journey. So let's talk about what are the things that you know that have to happen. 1, face value. Literally face value. What do you need to see? Stock market goes poof. zeroes out, right? Money resets 1-for-1 ratio. You need to wait on a lot of things, right? Maybe the actual index of what is the reflection of these banknotes, the dinar, all of it. Do you know when it's going to happen? No, you don't. You're not supposed to know, but you're supposed to think about how you want to engage that system in your mind's eye as if it has already happened. You plan ahead carefully. So it's really, really important for self-governance at this point in time. Now, because of these like situations and scenarios, and I'm not approving any of it. I'm not even approving like all these other aspects of what's going on. Try and give very little attention to it, because you know what you know and you don't know what you don't know. And it's unfortunate. And I hate saying that also, but it's just so true in our reality. I don't like the idea where we're told we live on a round world, which we do, but it's also flat, which is true, but only because we encompass such a small fraction.
While Chance is getting back, let's go into double dipping. Yeah. All right. Okay. So double dipping is when you go and redeem or do your exchange, and then you go out and buy some more to do some more exchanges. You cannot do that because they're watching you. They are tracking every single penny. All right. So some people are trying to, it's all greed motivated. Right? And we've got to try and stop that from happening. We've also got a lot of scammers out there as well who are giving false notifications and whatnot like that. Brian was talking about that before my internet dropped out. So you've got to be very, very careful. You've got to double check everything. Now, there are reliable sites that will be putting up the exchange information, or the 800 numbers. Dinar Recaps is going to be one of them, dinarrecaps.com. All right. Another one will be Chance putting it up on his website. Doc, do you want to put Chance's website up on the show, please, so that people can put that into their bookmarks, and when you're close to that time, you can go and check to see on Chance's website about what the numbers are, okay? Because we know that there are only going to be a few people that are going to be putting these things up on websites that are going to be reliable. All right, Chance is one of them. And Dinar Recaps is another. So we've got to enter this with caution, and do not get into the mad rush of going into the exchange straight away. I mean, some people are going to have appointments. Other people may not need them, right? So it is very, very important that you use your discernment, use your brain, because if you don't, you're going to get caught. All right? Now, as I say, double dipping is not allowed. You cannot go and do an exchange and then go out and buy some more and then come back and do another exchange. You'll get the whole lot taken from you if you do that, I'm telling you. So that is your formal warning, right? We are very, very close to this happening. As I say, in Australia and Canada, it may be a little bit delayed because of the elections. But I'll tell you what, it's starting in earnest. The PED Act has been activated, right? Now, the PED Act is for the purge of the intelligence agencies. So things are absolutely happening. There's a big purge going on now. AMG News is reporting that, all right? So we've got to get these people under control, the deep state under control, and America is being taken back. Now, the other day, President Trump was talking about the radical left judges who are making all of these rules and whatnot like that. He, in a very, very, very veiled way, alluded to the fact that he could suspend habeas corpus. Now, if habeas corpus is suspended, that means that there is a situation of martial law, right? And these judges will be dealt with that way. But they're trying to do it other ways at the present moment. But, they keep trying to force his hand, or they keep forcing his hand. I can tell you now, martial law will be coming. Now, the other thing about EBS, everybody wants to know, we're going to get the EBS, the stock market's going to crash, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Look, forget about all of that, really. I don't see the EBS going off until at least May 17. All right, at least. There's so much that's got to be done. And President Trump's got to get control of the judiciary. He's got to get control of the legislature. and he's got to get control of the country. And that's not an easy task at all. I mean, people think, oh, he's done so much and it's going to be easy. No, it's not. There are things that are going on, but the RV and whatnot like that is going to happen in due course. You're being taught patience. I've said it before, and people don't like to hear that, but that's exactly what it is. You know, we all know, we've all heard about that the banks on their screens are showing $5.86 US dollars for a dong. $5.86. That's the bank screen rate, right? That's not the exchange. That's not going to be the actual exchange rate. It could be higher, but that is your base level at $5.86 for the dong. So that's pretty good. Now, and like I said a couple of weeks ago, when you go in to do your exchanges and whatnot like that, if they're saying that the ZIM is only going to be, you're only going to get 30 million per ZIM, ask yourself how much you paid for it, for that one ZIM note. Now, I paid, when I bought my ZIM, I could get two for $500. So I get $60 million for two ZIM that I paid $500 for. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty damn good profit margin.
Awesome, yeah, it is.
Right? So don't stress the little stuff. Now, there have been people questioning, different rates for different people, and that's true. They've been asking questions about that, so I'm going to clarify that for you. If you have a project, a humanitarian project, you're more likely to get a higher rate than somebody who doesn't. You may get a higher rate than somebody who's got a bad attitude, because I'm telling you now, they're going to look at you. They are seriously going to look at you. They've got machines that can read whether you're telling the truth or lying, or you're trying to put on false bravado or whatever like that. You've got to put your best foot forward. This is what Brian has been saying for ages about, how you present yourself and getting in tune with your spirit, your spiritual side. Get yourself right with God, all of that, because that's going to translate when you go to do your exchange, because they've got machines. You might see a mirror. You might not. You might just see a camera up in the corner. That camera is reading you. Spectral analysis, essentially. So, it's huge what's going to happen, but you've got to put your best foot forward. What about a capital gain tax in Australia? No, they cannot do capital gains tax on the exchange, the RV, on the revaluation. They're not permitted to. It's not subject to tax, from what my understanding is. All right. So, as I say, just put your best foot forward. Visualize what you want from this, what you're going to get, what your outcome is going to be. I mean, this whole Oval Office thing, I'm wanting to see President Trump. I'm wanting to go and see him at the Oval Office, and I'm told that at some point I will be going to see him. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but I'm visualizing it. I'm making it happen. This is how I'm preparing myself. Right? This is what you got to do for yourself. You got to do 520-741-8. Right? 520-741-8. Shalama, shalama. Right? There's your manifesting numbers. Right? Do that and think about, when you're doing those, saying those numbers out, think about what you want to be the outcome. And the more you think about that, the better it's going to be for you, and more likely that it's going to happen.
Hi, Wolverine.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys doing okay. Sorry, guys, to interrupt, but I just I have to go to work soon, so
Greetings, Wolvie.
So just keep a few.
You're always welcome
minutes.
here, Wolvie.
Yeah.
Are you going to give us a preview of the opera?
Oh,
You broke my glass.
Oh, God. The glass is...
So I assume everyone's excited and reading what's going on, guys. I'm extremely excited. As you probably know, Mauricio Castaño has left the building. He was blessed actually by a priest at his home before he flew. He's got a very important mission. His mission is to help humanity. So I'm assuming he's going off to Zurich first, and then off to Reno. I'm not sure what his base is. He's got a lot of bases there. He's got the Hong Kong, Zurich, Miami, Reno. So also Colombia, I think, is one of them. So he has to, so he'll be flying a lot and getting ready to start helping humanity. So I'm just privileged enough to be part of his team. So hopefully get the call when I have to go and fly. So that is definitely happening. And now for the other one, guys, the Pentecostal group received the audio this morning. The owner is very, very happy. She's finally now been able now to release those funds to the leaders. She's released the funds to one leader. It's going to take. The other leaders will have to wait 10 days to get their funds, because it is a process. There is just so many people. I think 2 or 3 million people on that platform, right? So it's a lot of work. So it's going to take some time to get to every leader. And then when they get their funds, they'll be able to release those funds out to their members. So that's definitely happening. Now I can't tell you about a certain platform that I'm in. It's gone liquid, spendable money. They released the trumpets of freedom. They released it. So that's definitely starting. There will be an official announcement any time, maybe today or by Friday. Nothing's happening tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow it is a public holiday in most countries, as it is the 1st of May. So I very doubt that anything's going to happen tomorrow. So we'll wait for Friday, your Friday, which will be my Saturday. So we're definitely moving, guys. Okay? Just waiting for bloody Iraq to get their act together, and hopefully they release those, put the dinar on Forex and get those notifications out. That's all we're waiting for them. But for the bondholder side, it is definitely moving, 100%.
I'm hearing a rumor that Iraq is maybe going bankrupt, that they may want to bankrupt. If they declare bankruptcy, then our notes will become worthless, I was told. What do you know about that?
I don't know. I am so sick, Peter, of hearing about Iraq. I wish it would have been another country, honestly. I don't know what Sudani, what his game is. I don't know. I don't know if Trump's going to get in the middle of this and push him to do this. I don't know. But they should have actually revalued their currency a while ago. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, that's right. And we're also concerned that they want to revalue into the central bank digital currency, which is, of course, the nasty system, which is not so good. Now, I asked that question on Charlie Ward's show, and they kind of came back and said, well, you can convert it into stablecoin or something like that. So I think this is something we're going to need to investigate further. And
well, the platform that I'm in, Peter, it's all crypto. They're going to be paid by crypto. Yeah, it's all crypto. Stablecoin.
It's all stablecoin.
Yeah, it's stablecoin. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to look forward to. So any idea when 4B is going to start moving?
I don't know. I look, I'm hoping today, Peter, this Iraq scenario, it just keeps moving and you know, we get told that it's going to happen today, and we're just in the hands of these bloody corrupt politicians. They're the ones that got the handle of this, and I'm not sure why they don't want to release it. I mean, it's the people that are suffering over there. I don't know. I really don't. I wish I did have some concrete news on what's happening there.
Yeah. I mean, my sources are that they're dragging their feet a bit, but there is an end in sight. And May should be our month.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait and see, Pete, and let's see what happens today. Tomorrow, nothing's going to happen. I'm not sure about Iraq, because Iraq, they don't celebrate the 1st of May. Maybe we might get some news. But the markets will be closed tomorrow. So I doubt if anything's going to happen tomorrow. So.
So all I can say is maybe.
Maybe.
May 4B. Hey, Peter, I think you got a pun point coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think if this doesn't happen, we'll all be shouting Mayday, Mayday.
Mayday, Mayday. Actually really funny.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But
So that's all I have for you at the moment, guys. Members, I've said this before, that they're ready to go and they're just waiting. You know, what upsets me about all this is that we only get access to the members if only you know, we get the notification to go redemption centers.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous because there are people who actually only got bonds, and I wish these bondholders would have access to the medbeds.
The medbeds also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be nice if they would be able to release it. Do you know, Wolvie, if they're still trying to release with the general public so that do you know about that, or is it just going to be private first and then?
It's private first. It's us. We're the privileged guys. We're the chosen ones, and then the public goes about. I think they go 5 days after, or
Okay.
a week
So
after,
close.
or something. Yeah, I'm
do
something like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll wait and see, guys. Okay, that's all I have for you at the moment, guys. I'll be appearing actually on Mike Barra at 7 p.m. New York time.
Okay.
So if you guys want to join us, I'll have some news there, guys.
Okay. Right.
Looking forward to come to your party in January.
Sorry?
That's one of our members saying he's looking forward to coming to your party in January.
Thank you. I'll wait to see you guys all. I'm still planning to have it on either January or February. The further this drags on, guys, the further I put it back. I want this to happen on summer. I don't want this to happen on winter because it's very cold here in winter, and you guys won't enjoy it as much as you would like actually on summer. So you'll be able to go on a cruise.
I've been to Sydney many times. I know what weather's like there.
Yeah. It's very cold right now, guys. I think winter has arrived early here.
Well, then you guys have got to come to Germany. Here in Cologne, we have beautiful weather at the moment.
I know.
And we have a similar bridge as well.
All right, guys, looks like they're calling me. All right, take care, guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you at the Mike Barra show. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you, Wolverine.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take it, and you. So that was Wolverine, and always good when he can come in and give us an update.
Mastercard just flipped the frickin' switch on the stablecoin revolution, y'all. In a bold move that bridges crypto and real-world spending, they've partnered with OKX to launch a global debit card that lets users spend USDC and other stablecoins at over 150 million merchants worldwide. This means that your crypto wallet just became your everyday wallet. Groceries, gas, travel, you name it. The OKX card, it's just the beginning, signaling that the financial system is no longer just watching Web3, it's merging with it. They didn't stop there. Mastercard has also teamed up with Nueve, Circle, Paxos, MetaMask, Kraken, Binance, and Crypto.com, and even more to create a full ecosystem of stablecoin payments. Whether you're a consumer wanting to swipe stablecoins or you're a merchant wanting to accept them, Mastercard is building the pipes to make this a seamless process. They're even enacting a direct-to-bank stablecoin withdrawal, creating a two-way street between your crypto bags and your bank account. Now, this is not a beta test. It's a signal. Mastercard is laying the foundation for a full-blown decentralized payment system wrapped in traditional finance infrastructure. And once the masses realize they can't spend, save, earn, and transact in stablecoins with the same card they've always used, guess what? Floodgates open. This is what your warning shot is all about. Stablecoin adoption is going mainstream, and the old system is making room for the new. Get positioned now. Head over to chadsarton.com. Get your strategy and exit plan laid out so you can make it to the end. As always, show me some love. Repost these videos and follow me if you're not following me. You'll be so glad that you did.
Ordered from Watcher Guru. Just in. Elon Musk says the US government was partying on taxpayer money.
It's interesting.
They were renting Caesar's Palace.
Yes, they were like basically partying on the taxpayer money.
Stadiums.
Yes.
Leasing stadiums.
Leasing stadiums.
For what?
For parties, basically.
For parties.
Yes.
That's a big party.
It's a big party.
You'd think if you were stealing, you'd start small.
They do start small. But then what happens is over the years, so generally the fraud starts out small and they try to hide it. But then year after year, if nobody stops the fraud, it gets more and more brazen. And every year it gets bigger until they're literally renting out stadiums. Like
What's that, $1 million to rent out a stadium?
Fraud in flagrante delicto, okay? We're talking at scale.
Majid posted on X, 5:12 a.m., May 2nd, 2025. Iraq oil price $58. The current budget is fucked until they change the rate. Iraq, Basra heavy, 58.67, down -2.59, -4.23%, 9 hours delay. Basra medium, 61.82, down -2.59, -4.02%, 9 hours delay. Forwarded from Ernest Gold. Swisher 1776. Alert, alert, alert. IQD RV. Iraq didn't file bankruptcy. They strategically tapped 3 trillion IQD in a liquidity positioning move before budget shifts. Forwarded from Wolverine. This came from a very reliable source. The payments to individual bond owners is going to go direct to their QFS account, not to the banks first anymore. I was just told by my American contacts that banks are open in the USA. Well, that's wonderful news. Let's see what happens today, guys. Let's see what Bruce sees in a few hours. I didn't post it because it's going to take 14 minutes. And getting a lot of hate from his intel, so I just can't be bothered. We just have to be patient and stay in faith and pray. That is great that Bruce gets the intel and TNT Tony, but it's best to not have that intel because I just don't want people getting angry. Just focus on yourself and be loving. Focus on love, not hate. They're just messengers at the end of the day. They get the intel. Well, Bruce gets the intel from the redemption leaders and whoever else. Jake Straw on X. This was posted 5:23 p.m. April 30, 2025. There you go. Public notice. Nothing is happening. Public notice. UCC filing and lawful redemption declaration. A legal filing establishing an irrevocable claim over all assets, transactions and derivatives tied to fraudulent financial instrument associated with birth certificates is now recorded and enforceable under international, commercial and natural law. Official filing details. UCC 1 filing #202 502 3588 filed March 5th 2025. UCC filing #202 502 5325 filed March 10, 2025. Linked to initial filing. Filed and recorded at Travis County Clerk's Office. Indexed and verified via Public Records, County Clerk, Travis County TX.gov. Phone 512-854-9188. Notice to financial and government institutions. All institutions holding, trading, or benefiting from fraudulent birth certificate securities are now subject to liens, enforcement, and lawful asset seizure. This lawful claim is now globally enforceable. Forwarded from Wolverine. Alert, breaking. Live signs of a global currency reboot begin to appear. Brazil loads up on forex values. Bondholders see liquidity available to spend. Private pools funded. Exchange platforms activated. All signs point to an imminent revaluation. Trillions of dollars in assets are moving globally. Tiered payments are already flowing. Breakdown. Pentagon-linked sources confirm there are 3 million participants in a single redemption pool. Wow. US redemption centers are full and ready. Iraq reportedly files for bankruptcy, a trigger to eliminate legacy debt and relaunch its economy with a gold-backed security. Brazil, Zurich, Reno, key nodes are lighting up. Rumor has it that Saint Germain Trust is now releasing capital in batches. This is no longer theory. Fees analyzed, IQD $4.22 plus, VND $2.12 to $3.43, ZIM in millions per note, while contracts are quietly being liquidated. And nobody knows what the actual rates are. Although it may be on the bank screens, we just have to wait until it actually goes live. Note, fees have yet to be confirmed. You are watching the largest wealth transfer in human history begin to unfold. Hold on, pray, prepare. The old system is dying and we are heading towards decentralized gold-backed future. Stay alert, watch Friday, LFGGG. So, I don't know where Wolverine got this intel from, but anyway, I don't understand why Sudani won't announce the dinar rate publicly.
You're starting to see it, aren't you? Trump's moves, politically and economically, they all point to something bigger, a total financial reset. And at the heart of it, the Trump Bitcoin bills. These aren't just collectibles, they're signals, tools for a new system where real Americans hold the power. For too long, billions were wasted in endless wars and foreign handouts, but now wealth is coming back home. Trump Bitcoin bills represent that shift. A way to store value, preserve wealth, and build strength inside the USA. This is about control, about future-proofing your assets. The elite have their systems. This is ours. A bold, limited-time gateway to a wealth revolution. Get in while you still can.
You changed. No, I healed. I learned. I grew. I set boundaries. I stopped settling. I put myself first.